All right, looking good. Our team's loading in. GT versus Ascended. I'll get a poll up in the chat. You can tell me who you think's going to win this one. I mean, these are two insane teams.
Yeah, it's our first winner bracket semifinal. So the winner of this is qualified for the top 4 instantly. So very important for both teams if they want to obviously make it to the top 4. One team is going to make it for sure. So we already have one of these teams knowing they're going to be representing NA in the Unite Rivals. And Scissor Shifu being banned. It's a kind of similar picture to this entire tournament so far.
Well, it's almost like there are certain Pokemon that are unbelievably broken right
Crazy,
now.
right?
And Mew as a first pick is actually not surprising to me. This is one of the most dominant Pokemon in the game, for sure. It does so much. And
Yeah,
then
it does
here,
really
and
lot.
this is a pick we see all the time too, Chris. I feel like we see so many Team 2 picks being Mime Blissey. It's very common. They're great. They're just great Pokemon, and you deny the enemy team both of them.
Could also see a Slowbro again, or the Snorlax. I think it's always what the team prefers, what their defender player plays rather, right? Like Mammoth's fine, Snorlax, Slowbro, all amazing Pokemon. It kind of just depends on which your team, suits more. And Overlord looking for maybe a Lucario again, or maybe Tyranitar himself. Switching around a lot of Pokemon right here. Ooh. And the Sidra is being hovered right now, which I don't think I like too much into Mew though, because Mew actually has a lot of range to maybe also do something against this Decidueye. And we have a Dodrio. Or Overlord. Does Overlord play Dodrio? I guess so, yeah, he does. Does play it. GT
Overlord,
considering an Absol. And it's locked in.
And a Blastoise. And we got ourselves a Blastoise. Let's see. It's also a rapid fire Scarf Blastoise. I assume this is going to be switched around a little bit, but if that's a rapid fire Scarf Blastoise,
it could be the Hydro Pump Rapid Spin bit, right?
It could be Pump Spin. And CrisHeroes grabbing the sword. Are they switching that over to Overlord? He is the Lord of the Sword.
Yeah, he is a pretty good sword player. That is for sure. There could be. But now there's no switching too much yet. Oh, now they're switching around. Yeah. Now they're slowly switching around. Is Overlord going to play Blissey? I was about to say. Or like in the Aegis Slash. And it's a Rapid Fire Scarf on the Blastoise. So we might see a Hydro Pump and Rapid Spin build, which is pretty bad. But thanks to Rapid Fire Scarf, it's not that bad, right?
It actually you get really nice bursts with it, surprising amount of bursts.
I know you like that it does burst. I remember. I know you think it does a lot of burst.
Well, I mean, sword power is stronger than you expect. I remember that about you as well. But it does a surprising amount of bursts. But with the rapid fire Scarf, you're now able to sort of get not the movement speed from Water Spout, obviously, but almost a similar kind of damage output situation just with your basics. So it does set something up. You're seeing some of the top players try it out, but I haven't seen a ton of success with it yet.
Yeah, for sure. I'm surprised they have a Muscle Band, though. I would assume if you go this bit, you have to go Muscle Band. Instead goes for special specs, which I don't know if I agree with. I would rather see a Muscle Band if you're being if your main damage is gonna be auto attacks. Might as well go for that. But maybe he just wants a bit more Hydro Pump burst, or more burst on the Unite move, because the Unite move does so much damage. And now we see again, look at this. We see a common picture as well right here. Every single match.
Yeah.
Is this Red Buff going up to the support?
This is just such a common play, but it's really good. I mean, you already slow, you already attack with incredible speed, and now you're just adding a red buff on top of that, and they're trying to chase down this sword right now, maybe pick up something early. No, they're going to make it back to goal here. But yeah, just a really awesome play on LD right now. Egg Noob pushing in, trying to bully Slash on this Mime right here, as they're both kind of moving in, trying to get something done, make sure Mime can't get home, but it looks like they are going to be able to do it. That level 4 confusion pushing them back.
Interesting eject button there. What I've noticed that squirted players are very aggressive. They're very angry. If you walk towards, they go try and score, but yeah, first KO already for Absol. Overlord's going to get taken down. First KO of the game for GT. But as I say, squirted players are very angry. That's what I've noticed. If you go into their golden stack, they're going to get mad. And they try everything to just take you down. Oblivion is kind of missing the Atari there with the drill pick, but we have another drill pick, so it gets more popularity.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that both Tri-Attack and Drill Peck are very, very possible on this Pokemon. And I also think it depends on the enemy team comp. There are just certain comps that you don't want to Drill Peck into and you don't want to Tri-Attack into. So there are really some great options on Dodrio, even though I feel like we haven't been seeing great success on Dodrio, as once again, they're trying to dive onto Slash here, but it looks like Slash is going to make it home.
But Mew is getting a KO on top on Shenzi, who's still not Blissey, so top player of the Senate is struggling right now. Oblivion hitting a Drill Peck onto the Wartortle, who lives on literally 1 HP. Makes it barely out of life. The Decidueye now rotating towards top. Tries to help out there, but the Mew Eldegoss lane is just so strong. It's so much auto-attacking, so much poke, and healing as well, because Eldegoss just point puff. Is Oblivion's gonna fall right here now? The Drill Peck's gonna get the bunny as well. an uncharged one. CrisHeroes has to be careful though, only level 6 there. Does have a Spirit Check, a nice confusion, hitting up Soul, but no KOs are going to happen in this mid lane.
Yeah, really nice barrier there from Slash. Oblivion coming in with a massive
Wow.
drill peck, picking up the Absol, and then it looks like they're going to make it home too. Nice play right there. Almost, wow, if that hits the wall, I think Coding goes down right there. Just barely not making it. Oblivion actually really low right now, but making it back.
And we have 10 seconds for the next Altaria spawn, and then 30 seconds for the first Regis. And GT, I feel like, is kind of a bit ahead right now still, I would say. Just because of their top lane, but Oblivion looking for this, but the Heavy Slam is going to get the NDD. Jump kicked over, stunned again, boost auto attack flies through. The rest going to try to seal him up. The Spirit Check is there, and he's going to get taken down by the Decidueye. Who knows, almost level 8, so he's found some experience by taking up red buff. And now he's also going for these Altarias. Oblivion looking for this one, calling get level 7. He just needs level 7 so badly. Because Warthog is just not very good until that, right? Unless, I mean, he does have the Hydro Pump at least, which gives him a lot of damage. And last hitting.
Gives
and
him a lot of damage, some last hit. It does give some
huge
push,
burst.
but there is that level 7. Registeel is very low right here. We've got the arrow getting ready, but it's still not low enough yet. It fires the arrow, actually secured there by the Dodrio. Here comes that War Turtle in. Wow, look at that burst. Surprising amount of burst.
Heavy Slam by Agnew, but sadly no follow-up. And now, who's that? The Slash Can is just caught alone in 4 Pokemon right there. Regrets on the level 9 up so now. Doesn't have to use his Unite move there. But at least Dodrio was able to pick up this Reggie with the Drill Pack. Looking for a push now. Regrets still has Unite, but so is Dodrio. He can maybe defend this. Sucker Punch lands into Heavy Slam. Dodrio has to be careful. Unite moves into Drill Pack. It does even a Jump Kick as well. He just deletes 2 Pokemon at the same time instantly. And this is why Drill Pack is so strong and has so much burst potential. Followed up by a Unite move. And he just deletes 2 Pokemon instantly.
Wow, that was so incredible. I didn't see if we had the energy amp on there, but that's a really great combo with Drill Peck. You just have that nice 1-2 punch right there. You hit them with the energy amp, Unite move into a massive Drill Peck. The burst is actually surprisingly good, Chris.
That's they're gonna
have a weak break in this top path.
I mean, I think they just know that New's gonna be annoying. They just want to break it to go for this Regieleki. Understandable, right? They don't know how many people might be behind them as well, so they don't risk it. They just break the goal. They're also breaking bot at the same time. Ascendant now huge point lead, but Dodrio is going to fall at least, and now GT Sucker Punch goes on to Mr. Mime. Slash can only level 8, doesn't have Unite move to maybe defend himself. Focus on his proc, another Sucker Punch, and the Heavy Slam gets the KO. They can score a lot of points right here. Probably 80 in total. And GT is also going to defend top, so not too bad of a play for GT on bot.
Yeah, GT is looking really good in that bottom path. 114, 162, incredibly close on score, incredibly close on levels. Both of these teams playing very well. I think, you know, one of the most interesting things that we've seen from NA here today is way more Decidueye than I ever could have expected. We're seeing it not only played by, you know, sort of a known Decidueye player, but now picked up by Ascended.
I wish we could see what emblems people play, because there's currently hilarious Dodrio bit that I play, which is 7 black emblems and Energy Amp. If you have blue buff, you can continuously change jump kicks and boosted auto attacks without ever stopping. It is so fun to play. I wonder if any player ever goes for this as well. If they're actually considering it, maybe. 7 black emblems are actually not too bad on some physical attackers. And Absol, though, meanwhile saying about Dodrio is going to get picked on by Absol, who's running away on 1 HP. Spirit Attack is charged.
Oh.
That was, what? That looked so weird.
Did that hit, actually? It really didn't look like that hit.
This is a charge with the Unite move. Regis is still very healthy. And they're looking for the fight right now. It's a 4v5 though for the side of Ascendant there currently. Blissy's going in. Can Aegislash do something? Oh, knocked out by the Regis. But Spirit Sacker is going to find another KO, I think. Regis is dropping super low. The Drill Pack is there. Who's going to pick it up? I think I want a confusion of Mr. Mime. Yes, it did.
Yes.
And Agnew is going to make it out alive. Mew is also getting caught. That was a very weird team fight.
It's a very weird team fight, and a lot of people don't think that that arrow hit.
I don't think so. That looked very weird.
It really didn't
Might just be spectator bugs, right? But yeah, that looked quite off.
That was a suspect arrow. I think we're going to have to remake this game, unfortunately, because we just can't trust that arrow. Right now, GT 114, 162. Level-wise, things are starting to slide slightly over to the side of Ascendant, but we actually have a level 13 Absol here on the side of GT. Another Pokemon that we have not seen much at all since those nerfs is that Absol.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also really sad about it. They just once time overbuffed Psycho Cut, and since then Absol has to suffer after being OP one patch. Kratos jumping in on bot lane now. Oblivion is... I mean, he should be fine, right? Boost auto attack is going to land. He has the full heal up. He's going to have the next jump kick into boost auto attack. He's actually turning it around onto the Mew. And we can't see it right now because there's also Regieleki fight going on. And it's getting sniped by the Decidueye. Dodrio, though, does fall as well on the bot side. And Ascendant is going to pick up 2 on this top path together with Regieleki.
This is looking really good for Ascended right now. It feels like they're winning a lot of the fights they're presented with, and those arrows are really big for them. This is just something GT's going to have to deal with. It doesn't look like Ascended is going to push this in, but it gives them the ability to do whatever they want. They're walking through their center area right now, possibly taking this blue buff from them. Absol going to go down, try to contest this right here, but I don't know if it's going to be able to. Beautiful wide guard right there, just setting up a situation where Absol gets no value for its Sucker Punch. Actually feels like it's probably hurting it, even Sucker Punching an Aegis Slash in that moment. Heading down here, picking up these Altarias, and now we've got 15 seconds on a bottom Reggie, something like that, maybe 20 seconds. So this is going to be a fight here, Chris, as both these teams are a little bit ready for it.
Heavy slam block onto 2. Chaos, he finds a huge block on 2. This is massive for the Snorlax player, and that's why we see Snorlax still being such a priority pick as well. Wow, what a nice block and heavy slam. Catching Aegislash and Mime at the same time. And now they're going to get a Reggie Steal. For the Mew as well, it's going to be absolutely crazy damage. Oblivion looking for something, but he's in a 1v5. Just trying to buy time. Let's make sure GT just doesn't go for a Rayquaza instantly. Sucker Punch is going to land. And there's a Drill Peck going on to Absol. And Story just being so annoying. And GT's in position for Rayquaza now. Mime looking for the confusion. Spirit Checks are going to fly through. And both teams are just looking at each other right now.
Yeah, just looking at each other. Ooh, we got a big pick right here. Oblivion's in a lot of trouble in this back path. Not actually going down right now, though. We do have a Unite move coming out from Mime. The sword flying in. Blastoise moving in. It definitely wants to throw that Unite move when it can get around enough members of Ascended, but 2 are already down, and it looks like they're starting Rayquaza right here. Big Blastoise Unite. Bliss Assistance onto Overlord. Overlord's trying to get out of there. They're running away from this Blastoise right now. Here we go. The Hydro Pump's moving in. This Rayquaza is at half health. They need to keep this sword away from it because they know it's secure potential. It goes down. Rayquaza is almost down. Slash looking to see if it can pick something up with its confusion right here. No, Absol securing it with its Unite move. GT winning that fight. 4 members of Ascended go down.
And they're going to start moving towards these goals. They should be able to score 400 or 500 points right here. At least 400, right? No, 500 even. It's going to be 500. It's going to be maximum damage you can, like points you can put in from every single member. And that's going to be JT.
HP, remember?
HP, yeah. And actually, Blaster is getting interrupted at least. But they're still 300 points behind. Only 50 seconds left. Can they send it? Maybe look for one more push? That's the question right now. They're probably going to try, though. If they can maybe get this Mew. But even then, GT always they have the Rayquaza sheets on, right? So they do incredible amounts of damage. You can see the Surf almost dropping Mime to half HP there into the boosted auto attack, which also gets empowered by the Rayquaza shield. And it's just so difficult to fight into it. We see also Snorlax just buying time. 30 seconds are left. They still have to make to the left side and score points. It's looking bad for Ascended. That was a chaotic team fight. I feel like Dorio just kind of tried a bit too hard to be too annoying. And just got caught, right? He went down first in the team fight. Kind of had a bad Unite move. And yeah, it looked rough for the Dodrio.
It really did. I think, you know, Dodrio and Decidueye are in this really interesting position where they're going to need the fight to sort of be going their team's way so that they can really accelerate that and beat them. But instead, we had Dodrio caught near this tier 2 goal with all 5 members of GT there, and it really didn't feel like they were ever able to come back from that moment. Really great play around Rayquaza as well, just setting up the perfect time so that they could secure it there on the side of GT. Let's
grab
see.
Number 2. I assume we're going to see Urshifu and Scyther being banned, unless maybe Ascendant wants to ban something else and grab one of them. That's always the issue as well. You could kind of gamble it, right? You could ban something else and hope that one of those are open. But right now, teams just don't want to deal with it whatsoever.
If you ban out Mew, for instance, you will get
it would also
one
be.
of them.
Exactly.
Look, excuse me.
But no, it's going to be Scythe and Urshifu banned again.
No one wants to deal with it. Let's see what we get the first pick. Is it a Mew? That's the question. Yes, it is. This Mew is providing so much value. It's insane. It's just one of the best.
This time it goes over to Ascendant, though. So both teams deciding to first pick it when they had first pick. And we're going to see... Are they going to do Blissey and Eldegoss? I mean, that could be something that could be annoying for Mew, right? It's low of healing.
Well, and
this Mew damage. That is interesting.
You're wondering kind of like what they're bringing into this, right? When you see 2 sort of support healers like that, the question is, what is their brawler going to be on the side of GT?
I want to see a Venusaur.
Ooh,
that's what I want to see.
Protect the Dragon President on the side of GT. Man, if they pick Charizard,
I have enough of Tyranitar. I had enough.
I agree. And here it comes.
It's fine. You know, it's a good Pokemon.
It is really good.
We've seen Absol again being locked in for GT.
It played great in game 1, that's for sure.
And there's Lacoding going for the Tyranitar. Ascendant. They need some frontline, right? I think a Skied Slowbro would still be very nice, and maybe another damage dealer.
Ooh, Mammo,
maybe a
that would be
Mammo.
nice.
Or Skied against Tyranitar and Absol. There's a lot of damage they will like out on. But maybe they think they don't have enough damage in a Slowbro Unite to do something, so going for a bit more CC with the Mammoth Shrine. And GT considering this time the Decidueye. They're kind of switching Pokemon around a tiny bit.
How
they're locking it in.
Decidueye?
Decidueye, not with the GT.
Maybe the most surprising thing, again, in EU, it was all the Garchomp, and I think in NA, it's all this Decidueye. Lots of
Honestly,
Decidueye
I would like
being
to see maybe like... I might be crazy, but I feel like Voltaic Pikachu could be also very good in these games. Especially against no support instead of Ascended. If they locked someone down, they might just die in one Absol combo as well. It has good laning phase too. Shouldn't be underestimated. But yeah, Decidueye instead. I just thought like if they have Tyranitar and Decidueye, right? Both of them need so much experience early game as well. And Blissey and Eldegoss also need a bit, right? So the early game is quite weak with this.
Yeah, I agree with you. They have a weird early game, but they do, instead of picking up Pikachu, which gives them a better early game, they do have this really nice secure potential, which they can kind of get with Electro Ball, but the range that you can get, I mean, you can even not hit a Spirit Shackle and get a KO. We've seen it happen.
For sure. For sure. So who do you bet on in this match? Which comp do you like more? It's difficult, right?
It is difficult. I guess I'm gonna bet with a Mew. That's what I'd bet. Ascended wins.
I think that is a good decision. Yeah, can't go wrong with betting on the Mew.
It's been crazy. Oh, Elo on the Mammo right there. And yep, we are once again handing that red buff off to Eldegoss right now. Trying to grab Overlord on the bird. Are they able to stop him? Yes, they are.
Wow.
Nice move there. That was an eject for that, right?
Yes, I think it's also totally worth it, right? Larvitar getting some early experience. Maybe the Bite can also root /can, but he has Focus Band. He's going to be safe. I just worry for GT spot lane. They have Rowlet and Chansey there. That's going to be a very, very big early game. Can CrisHeroes get a counter KO right here? Espo's gonna fall, right? Icy Wind, yes. Easy KO and coding now running towards Absol. This time going for a Pursuit for the side of GT, but he doesn't get the reset right there. No, he just goes down. That's the problem of Pursuit. If you don't get that reset, you're just gonna fall, and now GT's gonna fall apart on this top. Confused outside of the goal. A triple K already for the Icy Wind Glaceon this early into the match. Oh, that is bad news for GT. As I just said, they're very bad early game, right? And now they just made it so much worse.
Yeah, they had a rough early game. Nice little moves right here. Not able to get that second reset again, but it looks like they're going to pick it up here on Slash. Slash actually turning around. But once again, it looks like Regrets is going down. You might regret making that decision, huh? Okay, fair enough.
I think he does regret that. He didn't get the Pursuit reset. The problem with against, you can just turn around, right? That's exactly what Mr. Mime does there. He knows the Pursuit is coming, he just turns around, and then you don't hit the back. And that's the entire problem of Pursuit. If you play against good players, it's even harder to, pull off the combo. And there's a Rowlet maybe going down. Is that CrisHeroes on bot side against a Rowlet? They just dive and throw on the goal. And it's going to be an easy pickup. I mean, what's this Rowlet going to do in this lane against
it's gonna be so
and a Mew? So, even the Blissey supporting it, of course, it's just not a lot of damage they do right now.
When you think of Pokemon that get a level advantage and are really mean, one that might not spring to mind right away is Icy Wind Glaceon, but truly, it is ludicrous when it has a level advantage. The amount of damage it does in one single Icy Wind is disgusting. It could take more than half of that little Dartrix health bar away just by tapping the A button one time. It's insanely.
It's almost level 9 already. And they're gonna look for this push as well. They want to maybe break the goal already, which I'm not sure if I even like it. 40 points go in though, because that would spawn Indies for the side of this, owl. So, what is the mid-evolution called?
Dartrix.
Do you know it? Dartrix. That's exactly. It would spawn Indies. But meanwhile, top side. 2 KOs for the Absol. So GT making a comeback up over there. Bot lane is still looking quite bad. Only level 6. Still looking for the Spirit Shackle. And I think, again, if you don't break this goal right now, he's not getting experience. So I think it's totally fair. He has to go back to the jungle now. You can see him heading towards the red buff right now for the red side. And Lacoding is also going to stay top to get Tyranitar. They know they can't fight this. They can maybe snipe it away. That's what they're trying to attempt. Because they have Absol Unite. That could be their chance.
Absol is here, actually. Absol's moving in for this fight a little bit. It throws its Unite. It gets it actually with the Unite move and that combo right there. Kind of beautiful move there from Regrets.
I hate Psycho Card Pursuit, I have to admit, but at least Psycho Card Unite is very useful still. But I'm not a big fan of this moveset together. I feel like it's very difficult in late game teamfights as well still. Unless, again, Psycho Card Unite move is a great combo, right? And we can see it right there. Mew's gonna stack a bit more. 25 go in. And GT's going to pick up this Regieleki. So they're just leaving their Decidueye and their Pupitar on top. Trying to get Trinita, and I think the Decidueye is going to go down right here. I think it's going to go down.
It's going down, but they
but the
recognize
boost
this
is
was
gonna miss.
happening. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there we go.
They just said it was time to break this because I'm not going to be able to stack or get any points if I don't do that right now. So close to Tyranitar, not able to secure it yet. Just getting pushed around here at level 8 and a sliver. It just needs one more piece of experience, but there's nothing up on the map. Maybe they can pick up a nice KO on Mime right here and then get their evolution. Let's see. Do it. Regrets going down to the Mew and Glaceon as they're pushing them back, and still we are sitting at level 8.
Yeah, there we finally go. There's Trinity Evolution. It's going to be Ancient Power, Sandtomb. I feel like the only player who plays Sandtomb is Adesu. Besides that, I think it has always been Ancient Power, pretty much across the board. And I assume you're going to see the same here as well again, with the Blissey Eldegoss just running in against the Glaceon. I would assume,
yeah. The nicest thing about Ancient Power is you just have the ability to move through so much CC and stun of the enemy to get where you need to go. So it's probably going to be the play on the side of GT right here.
I feel like the Pursuit up, so it doesn't have a chance against Icy Wind anymore, because it's just going to KO so fast without the Sucker Punch. You can't just Pursuit in and Psycho Cut. You have to play it so careful, you have to just look for the Psycho Cut Unite. I feel like that's the only thing he can do at some point. And GT's just looking for push. The Mime is aware of it, but he might be too late already. He jumps over with the Unite move across the wall, and he's going to lock them up. So he's going to have a hard time, but he has the full heal. Runs away, slows them with the Psycho Cut. The Coding also on the run. Overlord is here with the Drill Pick. Does he have the Jump Kick to follow up? He's just waiting right now. He's being a bit scared, but it's still fighting. And meanwhile, also we have a bot lane fight happening for this Regis here. And Upso actually turns it around and gets Dodrio up top. So Overlord messing up. Another fight's breaking out still on bot. Eldegoss is going to heal up the teammates. Regis is dropping very, very low. The next ICU might be able to pick it up. Also going to do the Spirit Checker. It's going to leash HP back. It's going to almost back to full HP. CrisHeroes now using Unite move. They're going to dive in. Nice triple Unite. Move lock up by the Mammoth Swine at the end. But the Pursuit up so gets 2 KOs out of nowhere. It gets pushed again by the Mammoth Swine. The Safeguard is not enough to keep him alive. Jump Kick goes in. Eldegoss is dropping super low. Overlord kind of loses almost the booster auto attack there. Gets a double kill from safe. And the fight's still breaking out. Spirit Checker high horsepower onto the Decidueye. Who's going to win this? The Mammoth Swine's going to win it. Can Blissey someone get this Regis here? Overlord is dropping quite low on HP. But Regis is finally going to go over to the Blissey maybe. Who's going to get it? Goes out to Mr. Mime. What a long fight. And now Blissey, I think, is going to fall too.
Unbelievably long flight. I mean, geez, I almost thought Blissey was walking in with a single boost to just slap that away. I mean, that would have been the perfect end to that fight. I think an Egg Bomb Blissey takes that right there. I really do.
There was always like one more fight, like one more member, one more Pokemon entering the fight and then just winning it, and then the next Pokemon entered and won the fight for them. And in the end, Ascended though, getting ahead, getting the Reggie as well, and we're kind of winning the team fight now, only 11 points ahead. So game is still quite even. Oh, nice confusion. Ooh. And he goes for Unite move. He wants this KO, but a full heal on Upso should be enough to get Upso out of danger. Low coding is very deep now. 1v4 gets picked up by the Dodrio. Icy Wind doing so much damage as well. He has no chance.
You know, Tyranitar has been a force in some of these battles, but when a team shuts it down and is able to play around it, beautiful crit right there. When a team shuts it down and is able to play around it, boy, it just really doesn't feel very impactful at all. And so a really odd Pokemon in that respect, where when a team has an answer to Tyranitar, it's like, ooh, this Pokemon's not doing well in this match at all. Looking for this KO here on Slash, just trying to pick it up. Slash refuses to turn around and give him the resets as that big Electro Ball and Boosted's coming in. Can it also take down Mew? Maybe. Oh, huge Unite move. Absol does go down. Oblivion making their way home. 30 seconds left in the match, so that's going to be a Unite they will not have.
Mew does get Unite move charge back though by switching abilities, so if he does it a few times, he could get it up by maybe 140 again. So if they can buy some time, it should be back up, not too. Like, Mew Unite doesn't take too long to get back up, right? But yeah, Mew can always play a bit more careful, just has to watch out. And Regilecki is going to get started by GT. Overlord's looking for the Drill Pick. Maybe he just dives in, though. He has to be careful right now. Looks for the Jump Kick. If he gets slowed, though, misses the boost auto attack, just goes for the fight instantly. This could be the Rayquaza fight already. Another Drill Pick goes on to Blissey, but they only find one so far. Are they going to go for Rayquaza right now? I think they will have to. They have to go for Rayquaza, right?
After burning that Unite, they might just need to start this here. Tyranitar actually running in right now, and it looks like multiple members of the team getting pushed out. Here comes Absol fighting this Mammoth Swine. Lakoding taking a massive solar beam right here, just getting melted away as the team is pushing onto Egg Noob right now, and this is getting very, very low. Ascended looking to see if they can actually secure this right now. We've got the arrows looking at this objective. Here comes the Psycho Cut and the Unite move. Once again, I think that's secured by the Absol on the side of Ascended. No, GT, excuse me. Wow. Whoa, GT secures that.
The Pursuit of Soul with the Psycho Cut Unite move. But Ascendant is still ahead, Jake. Ascendant with the 100 points of Mew is still currently ahead. Absol there's a shield, so maybe he can farm some more points. This is going to be such a close endgame. The 1 minute. No, Regrets is going to put his team ahead again by 7 points only, though. And I think he's going to fall right here, and that's going to be a huge death timer. 33 seconds. Both teams are going to see it's a close battle right now. So it's going to be such a mess for the last minute.
1 minute left. GT is up by 7 points. They have a Dodrio on the side of Ascended, and this is when Dodrio, look, it can make some scores that actually hurts your team, but right now it can be the perfect Pokemon to save this match for you. If it can just get near a goal for a small amount of time, it can score one of its dunks, and all of a sudden you are back in the lead, and they know this on the side of Ascended. They just need one score from Overlord or something to happen. Nice arrow right there, chunking Overlord down. We have 30 seconds left, and they're just looking for something on one of these goals here. Maybe they think they're ahead right now, backing up. They need points. They need to put something in the goal right now. They're going down. It looks like GT pushing on this bottom goal right here. There just isn't time to score. GT looking to put in 50. No one knows who's ahead for sure, but there we go.
Wait, Ascendant is ahead right now. They scored points. Wait, Ascendant scored points somewhere. I don't know where, but they did. Wait,
who scored? Bottom goal?
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, Ascendant's going to win this match. They're going to win this match. Wait, what just happened?
Put in 54 in the bottom path. Mamo score? Wait.
How did Memo score? Where did he even score? I completely missed it.
Hold on.
He scored top lane? And then put them into the head, so GT had to look for another push. And Ascend is going to take this match. What?
We've got Mew and we've got Urshifu ban. I'm honestly not surprised to see that Mew ban because they know that GT is going to grab that right away.
But they get a free Scyther.
Yeah.
They get a free Scyther.
And now we have the immediate pick back of Blissey Mime. That just feels like this is the combo right here. As we head into game number 3, GT versus Ascended.
They would have to pick Eldegoss. Again, Sableye ignored. Still just getting ignored kind of left and right.
I just think it's not even practiced. That's really what I think.
Yeah, it's you might be just right in the theory. I would honestly, I think you're right.
And I bet you now players will go back to possibly practicing it again, especially with more Pokemon coming out. You know, it's gonna fall lower and lower on the possible ban list. So yeah.
I'm surprised these teams are not playing Delphox.
Yeah, it's been great. It really has, but maybe that's also something that's going to start permeating the meta more and more as we see Dodrio and Lucario locked in.
Could be a Glaceon maybe as well again. A Dragonite Blastoise. Going very tanky. This looks very like something that a team from Europe would draft.
Yeah.
Looks very Nouns esports like. So Ascendant needs some damage right here. Oh, the Serena could be unkillable actually, but still switching around. A Garchomp that would also be in Synchro yesterday, or just the Trenator. I mean, he might just be unkillable, right?
Yeah.
Look at these team comps. They have almost 10 melees. I mean, Eldegoss is there. You know, there's like no range damage done this game. Yeah. This is interesting what the meta has become to.
It really has. I mean, it's really, really tanky. And if there's something that shreds through tanky Pokemon, they've got it on the side of Ascended, right? I mean, that T-Tar is really good at taking down these big Pokemon, especially a Blastoise. You get this Unite move, and you look very safe with this massive 40% HP shield, but Tyranitar doesn't care about that at all.
No, he does not. He does not care. We're heading into a third match, deciding, again, who's going to make it to the top 4 and to the winner bracket final. GT or Ascendant, 1-1. It's a very close series so far, so I'm ready for this third game. Overlord back on Lucario. Always fun to watch. But I feel like the E-Speed, I mean, I think it's good for him, right? They have low damage as well, so he might just be E-Speeding all over them. Over and over again.
He absolutely could. And there isn't a lot that's going to stop him or shut him down too hard on the side of GT. Although we're going to have to see what happens. This is the first time between these two teams that Scyther has made it into a match, correct?
Scyther's in.
So, GT versus Ascended.
Who's gonna take it? We have a Danger Noodle and a Snorlax running towards bot. Shanzi, Lucario towards top. Towards Ascendant. A Doodle Mime for bot. So the lanes are looking quite fine on both sides. Squirtle and this Gossifleur is also very annoying early game. A lot of auto-take damage from those two Pokemon.
Oh, they didn't get the red buff. Interesting right here.
Was that a small mistake?
Probably a small mistake. Here we go. Overlord just trying to get some of this farm right here. Oh, interesting, actually.
But he missed the Meteor Mesh onto the bunny, but the quick attack should be enough anyways.
Yeah.
Of course, the Gossiflor can't really last hit against a Lucario. He has so much last hit in early game. But obviously he wants to Meteor Mash into a quick attack like this. Oh no, what? He actually didn't get it.
He actually didn't get the one that he should have got, and he got the one he shouldn't have got. I mean, that's how it goes with Lucario sometimes. Just one of the most crazy Pokemon in the game. For some reason, people think it's really fallen off, and it hasn't at all. It's so good still.
Nah, both builds are still fine. It's just Extreme Speed is very hard to play. And there's a lot of damage in the game right now, right? So it dies very fast, but, you know, GT again, they don't have that insane amount of damage this time around. Power Punch is always good, though. It's just an amazing ability. And now the Ataris are spawning, but overall it's not level 5 yet. So what can Scyther maybe do right here? He's diving in, but he's going to play very safe. The Drill Wing Beat's going to miss now. Overlord's going to get away from it, and Elo Shenzi is also going to make it back to the goal. Just in time.
Seems like even, yeah, top, bottom, everyone just kind of calm from there. Nothing crazy happening in that fight. Everyone moving back, continuing to farm. Got Dragonair kind of pushing up to possibly get some of that EXP in the center. Oblivion maybe looking to make a play here. Ooh, nice little confusion there into a big drill peck, but he's going to get away, pulling back now.
Yeah, quite easy escape still, but good try. Good attempt for this KO right here. Another light screen Snorlax kind of getting blocked into it. But both teams are not doing too much yet. Dragon Knight gave him some nice experience, but the confusion is going to get this last hit, even without having to hit a wall. And now they're rotating towards mid, where the Ataris are spawning. Regrets looking right here for the Scyther. Looking for Oblivion to maybe make a mistake. He's going to go in with the double hit as well. Dives him with the double Dual Wing Beat, one auto take, and he's going to get this KO. No, he needs another one auto take, but the Wrap-Up is enough for the next Dual Wing Beat to follow up quite easily. And now they're going to look for a bottom push. There's only Pupitar Mime down here. And they could just dive in this. Heavy Slam is not going to miss. It's actually missing everything. But it's double kill on the top for War Turtle. It actually missed everything. I was like, it's everything. But
it's not going to miss anything. Actually misses the entire team. Massive drill peck coming in. Nice little pickup there for Ascended, as they are going to be able to chase this Dragonair. Wow, what a slippery little Dragonair, but it is going to go down here as soon as they can kind of get it cornered right now. Are you kidding me with this Dragonair? There it goes. Jeez.
Dodrio just in time to save its team. Has a score sheet on his way. He's going to score 30 or 20 points maybe. And he's just going to keep pressing that button, but he gets all 30 in. Overlord now almost level 7. He actually has the Power Punch. So heading into that instead, I'm pretty sure I saw it, right? It was a Power Punch being charged up. We just talked about it. How does Power Punch work?
You charge it, well, it's very complex.
The Regis spawning.
We've got ourselves a different kind of Blastoise too. It is not going to be a rapid spin. It is going to be a pump surf Blastoise.
Oh, really?
So going
wow.
further into controlling the enemy. Huge drill peck coming in here.
Wow.
Massive Unite coming from Scyther, and Blastoise countering with the Unite of its own. Registeel very low. Lucario looking for the secure if it can get one right here. Blastoise actually picking up, I don't know what, it was a basic maybe? Maybe it was a pump. Surf now pushing the entire team back. Ascended getting pushed off their goal. Blastoise trying to put in 38 as Overlord is coming back here, getting ripped apart by Blastoise and Scyther, and this goal is going down. GT breaking tier 1 bottom goal.
Great team fight for the Blastoise, and we still have a turn for the Ascendant, and Slashcan is also just, he's just caught in no man's land. He's gonna go down right here. He's just, I don't know if he even has to buy time in those scenarios. It might just be better to just die fast, but he's also wasting time, right, of 2 characters off the side of GT. He's gonna fall in the end, 139 to 49 points though for GT. Overlord couldn't really get the last hit there. It somehow went over to Blastoise. Was able to secure it, and Scyther just doing so much damage already. Now on level 11. And we finally have a Tyranitar for the side of Ascended. And they might just look for this team fight. Moving towards top. They also have Bliss Unite already up now.
You know, something that I feel like we don't see a lot of at all competitively. Ooh. Wow, huge moments here again.
Oh my god.
Surf Pump Blastoise. And it's, I don't think many teams practice against the Surf Pump Blastoise either. It's just not very common at all. And it's been so effective in this fight. But here comes Tyranitar looking to pick up a KO. Once again, Scyther just leveling the entire enemy team. This is why it has been banned out in every single game. But they were able to pick it up here in game number 3 because they wanted to get rid of that Mew.
Yeah, Surf Hydro Pump is weird, right? It's like not play, but then you play against it once, you're like, wow, this just stunned me for like 4 seconds. I couldn't move. It is so annoying to play against. But yeah, Blastoise is just a good Pokemon overall. Now Scyther, it's gonna be his time to shine. Level 12 already, picking up so many KOs on top. They also finish off the first goal, and they're gonna move towards bot lane now. But I think Scyther might not have the type move up for this team fight. So this could be a chance for Ascendant to maybe come back into this game, but he regrets. He's gonna have a good time. They also still put him with this Regieleki, but I mean, it's pretty much gonna die.
Yeah, it's going down here,
cleared.
but it's something that Ascended has had to deal with, and now they're going to need to base and then run bottom as quickly as they can if they want to try to make it for this fight. While we see GT is already ready to go here. Oblivion possibly looking for some sort of steals. It was spinning in that bush right there. Tyranitar trying to make its way in through this block. The Dodrio flies past the enemy team. Regirock is very, very low. Snorlax pushing in, looking for a block. Huge Unite move from Blastoise, but that is still wet. Blastoise secures again, I think with the Surf this time.
Yes, with the Surf, and now Dragonite is flying in, looking for the Hyper Beam to maybe at least finish off Blissey. It's going to get heavy slammed, and Ascended still fighting at least 1 KO on the Scyther, which is very important. Now Tyranitar level 11, can they find some more picks? Kratos chasing with the Dragon Dance. And yeah, Hydro Surf picking up another KO there. Unite move stunning at them into a Surf, dealing enough damage to secure the Reggie. So well played by the Blastoise player. 100%.
And here we go. Dragonite just ripping this up, trying to take some of this slash, trying to contest it right here in the center, being surrounded now by 2 members. And actually, interestingly enough, I think this is the first time we're seeing this build on Eldegoss as well. We don't normally see...
Oh yeah, you're right.
We normally see Cotton Guard.
Yeah, for sure. Cotton Guard is very, very strong of an ability. Shields and heals at the same time, I'm pretty sure. And Cotton Spore is a bit weird, but it's not too bad either. Maybe just one additional stance for, you know, when Tyranitar moves in to make sure that he dies. And Cotton Spore is also pretty good into Dodrio. It's hard for Dodrio to maybe run into it. You know, if he sees that, he's like, oh, my sprint gate's going to be gone. I need to be very careful. Charging onto Snorlax now. There's 4 people collapsing onto him. The Drapack is there in 2 close combat. The block should not be enough. Another Power Punch lands through Tyranitar from the side. The entire team chases down a Snorlax. 50 points for Tyranitar going. Scyther, meanwhile, only running the Regieleki without any issues. He's going to claim it for his team. But it's not going to do anything, right?
Yeah, that's looking pretty amazing on the side of GT. That Scyther is just incredible. It's already a level 14. Obviously, this Regieleki doesn't mean too much for the match right here, but able to just solo it and move on, look for any experience on the map. And interestingly enough, we're not seeing a Swords Dance either from GT. They're running the double hit build.
Yeah, Scyther players, I think, are very, like, they want to play one of the things. But I think Sword Dance and double hit are pretty 50-50 when it comes to who plays them. But we have a level 13 Tyranitar now, or 13 and a half, and again, he has Power Swap and a Blissey. He's going to be an absolute great boss in late game. And you see Blastoise surfing out, Regirock is there, and that could also make Tyranitar even more tanky. And he's a Pokemon against defense and special defense from its passive, so even more on top of it might just make him even more killable. Blastoise going in again, maybe he's going to Unite move, he's going to pick up for the 3rd time. No, it goes to the right side, Ascended this time. Blissey somehow getting it. I have no idea how Blissey gets a Regirock in this 10-5 for this 5 fight. Lucario is going to finish off Eldegoss on the backside. Kratos just runs away, Dodrio's on the chase still. Is he going to go for this Dragonite? I think he wants it. Is he going to get it? Dragonite goes down to Dodrio. And now it's a 3-5 scenario. Ascended is going for this Rayquaza. Can GT somehow get this last hit? They have no Blastoise Unite, they have no Scyther Unite. He still have Tyranitar Unite up. They're going to just go for it. And it's all up to Overlord. Can he find the Power Punch? He's looking for it. There's the Power Punch being charged, but it's quite early. Can he get it? And he gets it. I think it went actually to Blissey.
To Blissey! Unbelievable!
The Power Punch was a bit too early.
That. What an incredible fight. I mean, Ascended won an amazing fight there in the bottom path, and then after that, they just were able to push GT around. That was such an unfortunate fight for GT. They lost their Blastoise Unite move, got almost no value for it after losing that bottom Regirock. Ascended now looks like they're taking this game here. Still a minute 15 left, but they need to cover so much ground. They need to make up so much here. They have to wipe the entire team, and now Eldegoss going down on the side of GT.
Yeah, the Tyranitar is just too much late game. With a Blissey and a Mime, it's so difficult to teamfight into, right? And they lack damage at some point. They do have the Scyther, but besides that, we have also the Surf Hydro Pump near Blastoise. It just doesn't do enough damage as a water spot, right? It's nice stunts, nice CC, and it worked out well in this game, but they fell short in the last team fight. Oblivion getting picked off right here. And GT says 40 seconds left. Are they going to look for one more push? I mean, they don't even have enough Eos energy on them to even, you know, win the game, so...
Yeah.
Eos against the Tyranitar and the Blissey on goal pads. It's... yeah, it's good. I need a miracle. Let's just put it that way. They need a huge miracle.
Yeah, I don't think
Another
it's going to be
100
possible
going
at
for
this
Mime.
point. 8-11, 246. That's going to be the game. GT played an amazing match right there, but they really lost what looked like, you know, that early Rayquaza fight in the bottom path there, and Ascended made the smart decision to say, we're going to take it then. You know, we've got you pushed out. We've got multiple members of your team down. You don't have amazing secure, and we have, you know, a power-up punch Lucario here.
Yeah, and Ascended, they're going to be the first team to qualify for the top 4 in a tournament next weekend. The current world champion And yeah, to be expected, right, for them to qualify for the tournament. But they're going to be the first team as well making it.
I would say so, yeah. It's pretty expected. Congratulations to Extended. Obviously, GT looks amazing. They could easily be one of the teams representing NA here in Rivals, but they are going to head down to the losers bracket to see what they can do throughout the rest of this tournament here.